apologize. I've been very remiss at not getting updates out to everybody. It's just been a bit of a roller coaster, as could be told by the fact that I'm doing this in bed at almost 11 o'clock at night. And I was hopeful at the end of last week, early weekend, that I was going to be able to tell everybody that we were in the step down. So they call that level 2. That's an area where when you've improved enough, you're stable enough, that you can go to. It's the ICU step down. You would think that the higher, more complicated ICU would be level 1, but it's actually called level 3. The ward is level 1. So we were at level 2. We thought, he's doing better, he's stabilizing. And of course, because things haven't been going a little bit smoothly, we got some complications. We ended up having to have an NG put in, the nasal tube that goes through up his nose and down into his stomach. And unfortunately, in the transfer from the higher level 3 down to level 2, he was put on a new suction area because it was a new room. And the pressure on that one was much too high. Very, very high. And unfortunately didn't get noticed until Dad and I both saw some blood in the NG, and when I looked to see what it was set at, I saw that it was extremely high for where it should be. So that was adjusted right away, but in the meantime we did see a little bit of blood that night, but then significantly more later on. Whipping through things quickly so I don't keep you all night. Then he had to go for a regular CT scan, and then he had to have a contrast CT scan where dye was put through his NG down into his stomach to watch the flow of it, to see if there was any sort of other perforations, and if, there was a possibility. They were talking about if where his bowel had been repaired, if it had started to leak or open or any of that. Thankfully that was ruled out, but they did confirm that still we have very, very large pockets of fluid that is still there. He has a drain on the one side that was put in to get it right, that we had that taken out. It's still there. It's not producing too much, but they are leaving it in because it is really near one of those pockets. It's hard. It's not like they're easy cysts that you can go in and kind of drain. They're honeycombed into his body, so they're really hard to get to. And so the body's having trouble with that. It's kind of causing these different areas of trouble in his body. So on the one side, he has the drain. On the other side, he has the new J tube. And in the middle, he's got the incision where they had to go in to do a lot of the repairs. His port's still going. They did have to take out the femoral line, the central line. That was in his leg. Unfortunately, the clot that was there did not come out with it. So they did confirm after the contrast CT scan that the blood clot is there, and it is a significant blood clot. So that's being treated and monitored. He ended up having to get another IV today because he had some more complications. He's been febrile, like he's had a fever pretty much every day. There's not really a pattern to it, but since he's normally a cool kid, like he runs on the cooler side, anything in the high 37s, 38s, 39s, it's huge for us. And he's pretty much been in the 38s and 39s for the past 72 hours, I guess. He had to be moved after a couple days and stepped down back up to the ICU. I like to joke that he is not a 2-to-1 kid. He wanted more attention, so that's why he went to the higher level. It has been interesting. He has been producing, after he had that initial blood come out of his NG, he then started having very, very dark material coming out of his NG. We've all kind of confirmed that it's old blood that's coming out. Not sure from where, but we're talking, at least 100 to 200 milliliters a day is being produced. And then today, the newest development is that he is stooling, or his diaper is filling with large blood clots and blood. So they're trying to figure all that out. It also means that things are a bit more complicated because he was receiving meds for anticoagulants, like to deal with the blood clot. But now we've got to also make sure that we don't have another bleed or something else that's going on. His heart rate's crazy high. He, like I said, the temperature, and he's sweating, he's agitated, he's needing quite a bit of medication, and yet he is still a feisty little man. He is really just mind-boggling. We had Adam stayed with me we had everybody together for the first time in a few weeks on the weekend. We have all of us together, and he was able to be here, and we had some time all together, which was fabulous. Then Adam stayed Monday and Tuesday with me, and then the girls are staying with me today and tomorrow, and we'll have everybody again Friday on. And it was just so sweet to see the way that he perks up when, the kids are with them, or, to even today, the girls were sitting beside his bed, and you just saw him just scooch over, because he just wanted to be near them, and he kind of flung his leg over a little bit, because we had the side down where they were sitting, and just put his one foot right by them. And so one of the girls just started holding his foot like you would a hand, and he just calmed right down, and that's what he wanted. He just wanted to make sure that they knew that he was right there playing with them. And he's still got that feistiness. He's trying to pull out the NG, and he wasn't overly happy that he got another IV, and so right away he tried to see if he could pull it out before they got the no board on. So it's been a roller coaster. We're into our 3 weeks. Well, it's been 2 weeks since, I don't know, we're on our 3rd week. And we also realized that we have a champagne birthday coming up for him, that he is turning 7 on the 7th. So his birthdays are always kind of tough for me, just because there's a lot of memories of everything that happened, and they're ironic that we're dealing with so much blood when that's a good portion of the memories and a good portion of everything that happened. But we get through, we do okay, and we're still going. So sorry it's been a while. I will update as I can and as we find out more, because right now we just keep on trucking, and we take our moments and be grateful for what we have. And the day after tomorrow, on Friday, we're going to have a 7-year-old boy. And you know what? A couple weeks ago, we didn't think we were going to have that. So we take our moments. We be grateful for it. Mama might want to bathe in champagne in order to keep going. But no, we're doing okay. And thank you so much for everyone that's been helping, and, those that have sent food, or those that have, surprised us by paying for part of our stay here, or those that have just checked in, or hugs, or, oh my God, so many different ways that we've heard from so many wonderful people, and just all the love and support. So We're not there yet. We're still not even sure where we are, but we know that he's so strong, and he really is just, he's fighting through, and it's amazing. So when I can, I'll get more videos that I can share. But yeah, thanks everybody. Hope everyone's staying well and staying healthy. Okay. Bye.